Guys, we'll give it a couple minutes. Let people join in on the fun. About another minute or so, guys. Enjoy this nice country drive. Plug something in here for a second. Alright guys, I'm traveling down the road here, and let me flip it around. I had to stop it for a second. I'm trying out this little microphone that I have clipped to my collar to see if it works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm heading into Wilmington today. I got to pick up some 3/8 gaskets for my hoses, my vacuum hoses, because they're kind of worn out. They're kind of shredded on the ends. And I'm heading into Gym Air to pick up some of those gaskets, and I'm heading up to change out a couple service valves. These are the ones I've been waiting to change out for a few weeks from that Nordyne micro channel trailer unit. So I'm going to switch out those ball valves and recharge the unit and get her back going for the summertime. We had a discussion yesterday about refrigerants, and a thing I think very few people know about is that refrigerants like 421A and 427A do require ester oil to be at their optimum ability. Even though it says they work with mineral oil and alkylbenzene, it says that you can, just drop them right in after you evacuate the system and change out your Schrader cores and dryer, just like 422D or B. The thing is that those refrigerants are composed in a way that they do require ester oil in a lot of circumstances. Heavy Diesel John did comment that the Bitzer application that he uses noted that 421A needs POE, which I don't think a lot of people know about, because Johnstone was throwing out 421A like it was going out of style. What's interesting is I go to Johnstone and they're selling, they had all these jugs of 421A laying everywhere. That was like their thing, their drop-in. The one they were really pushing, because the pressures are very similar to 22. Now, doesn't mean all the characteristics are the same, just means the pressures are, so people will be familiar with the pressures, I guess, is what they were hoping for. But now when I go into Johnstone, there's all this 407C up there, and I don't know what changed. Now, I don't think that YouTube alone made Johnstone start stocking a lot of 407C, but I am curious why it is. Very interesting that all of a sudden there's 407C instead of 421A. There was discussion yesterday on Facebook I saw where guys were using 427A. It's another refrigerant they say that needs POE in a lot of circumstances. Now that doesn't mean they won't work with mineral oil, but if you get a complicated piping design, or there's issues with the piping, or there's long runs, it may eventually kill the compressor because of the lack of oil return. But it doesn't mean a short run won't do it. Or won't work. Like I said, I read the studies about 407C, and it would return mineral oil in a system, but just not as well as some of the other refrigerants, and not well enough to use by itself. because it would not return enough oil to sustain the compressor life as long as it would otherwise. And 410A wouldn't even return enough oil to keep a steady state of oil in the compressor, so eventually it would run out of oil. But like I said, we talked about refrigerants yesterday. We can do that again. Some of the guys want to talk about airflow. And I'm going to do a short blog this morning, but I might do another one on the way back today. Why don't you guys give me some comments on what to talk about on my way home today? Because in a minute, I'm going to stop and get a biscuit. Airflow, load calculation we're doing on the Pro channel. I think I'm going to do just another one maybe next week because I have to have a chance to sit down and film it. We'll probably do a load calculation next week. More on airflow. Somebody wanted me to describe what capacity really meant in layman's terms. We could talk more about that. Air conditioning capacity, how to calculate what latent and sensible cooling is. I was thinking about talking about target head pressure and target suction pressure. Something that, the ion manifold really kind of, when it gave me the targets, I started thinking about calculating those. And it's not that hard to calculate them. And if you just have a couple temperatures in your gauges around or a pressure temperature chart, you can do it pretty quickly. So anything you guys want to talk about in particular, I'm going to be pulling up to McDonald's here in a couple minutes and I'm going to shut this down. But later on today on the way back, I'm going to do a longer blog. And you guys let me know, what do you want to talk about? Anything? Let's see who can make the most request, and we'll go ahead and talk about that. So I'll see you guys a little bit later today. This is just a little short one. Be safe today working out there, guys, and I will see you later. Plus, I wanted to test my microphone to make sure it wasn't loud and make sure that this video, when I watch it here after it uploads, won't look like, I'm speaking with my face on the microphone, or make sure you guys can hear me. So you can comment on that too. If the microphone's working well, or if the microphone is not working well.